Ever had a moment where you definitely regret your life choices? Back in year 12, we had a practical for biology class that involved a trip on this thing. It's called SkyRail. It makes a bunch of stops as it progresses up a mountain. We were to collect samples at each place and compare them to the final location atop the mountain. The final location was a 20-30-minute walk from the top of the SkyRail, through a town. The teachers walked us to the final spot and told us that we were to be at the SkyRail sometime later and then went to the town to have coffee. When we were supposed to meet up back at the SkyRail, everyone was there except for 2 from the 6 guys from the cart we rode up in. They were late because one of them, who I'll call Chris, because his name is Chris, went to buy a drink from a grocer's before we went back down. For reasons that I think were even unknown to Chris, he bought a 2-liter iced coffee. We were about to go on the SkyRail to make the whole trip back without stopping. That is about a 40-minute trip. At this point, Chris was told that he couldn't take food or drinks onto the SkyRail. Without a second thought, he replied, "No problem," and had started drinking it without breath between words and gulps. He ended up downing it with impressive speed, barely holding up the line to the SkyRail. He finished the last drop as he set foot onto the little cart, which boards in a ski lift manner, constantly rotates without stop. Immediately as the cart frees itself from the guide rail, it starts to sway. As soon as the cart sways, as quietly as a man on his deathbed, Chris states with obvious fear, "I shouldn't have drank that milk." In unison, the other 5 of us in the what seemed to be getting smaller cart replied, "You're fucked." What followed was what was going to be 40 men of 5 teenage boys trying to rock the cart in what seemed to be an attempt to free it from the cable. What happened was about 15 men of rocking in which a teary-eyed Chris nearly found his lunch thrice before releasing the all-the-rage of Hades in the form of stomach bile, consequently testing the optimistically named drainage system of the tiny sky cart. TLDR. Don't chug milk before riding this thing.